It's time for bookkeeping, beer, and BS. For those that haven't seen you on the show before and don't know about your business that much, give us like the elevator pitch of Marvel Sewer and Drain so they get a little background on you.
So I started drain cleaning like 20 years ago, 15 years ago, bad at timelines. About 7 years ago, I started doing some sewer repair, started doing some no-dig stuff, and that really progressed, and we fix sewers without digging. We also do dig sewers. We do a lot of cool stuff with sewer and drain cleaning. We're kind of on the higher techie end of it, the newer stuff. I started it all on my own. I'm a sole owner. My wife is part of it, so she gets 50% because we're all married and all that. Missed out on that prenup. Didn't think I was going to be successful. Thought she was supposed to be the successful
Damn, I wish I would have known.
Yeah. I thought I was winning by not signing the prenup. No, I'm just kidding. Great, she's probably watching. But we've grown. We've gotten up to like 15, 16 employees. Now we're down to like 9. We had some people kind of come and go, and we've had all the challenges that pretty much every business has, like figuring stuff out and learning. We recently bought a building for the business. I also own another business that sells some of the material that the business uses. So I've now kind of got like 3 businesses going. Things get crazy. I got most of the people that are still here, I would say all of them, in case they're watching, are pretty great. Trevor, my general manager, is great. He's on board to try to figure all this stuff out, and Cody, my ops manager, Emily, my wife, does like the books and accounting and stuff. And so we're all trying to figure out. And we do about $3 million. We're probably do about $4 million this year, unless we don't ever get employees again. But we've my original dream with my original thought process with the business. I don't have much business knowledge. I've just been picking it up as I go. Was that I was going to have this whole thing where people made their salary, and Marvel Sewer and Drain carried them through the slow times and paid them their salary, and then during the busy times they helped carry Marvel Sewer and Drain through that. I've kind of had that bridge burned a few times where people quit right after the slow times, and it's like, well, wait, man, like that sucked, and so that was just
like,
me lose.
I just borrowed you money to keep you around until we got busy, and you gamed me.
Yep. And to be clear, like, I get it, right? We live in a world where recognition and appreciation is, everybody thinks it's so abundant, but it's really not, because like often you don't think about how great something is until it's not going great. And you think about how not great something is all the time. It's not even kind of great, so, while they're winning, they don't think, oh, I'm winning. And while I'm winning and it's busy during the summer and Marvel Sewer and Drain is cranking, I don't even think I'm winning. I'm just like, Jesus, it's so busy. This sucks. So like it when it's slower in the winter, I'm looking at my numbers more, just like most people do, like when it hurts is when you look, you don't care about your arm until all of a sudden you sprain your elbow and you're like, oh, what's up with this weird arm thing I got going, so it's the same thing. And so I get where they're coming from, and, but, so then during the time that's busy, they see that they're missing out on money, and so I've always never liked the word commission. I worked for a company that was commission paid. Basically, I just got a percentage. That's kind of how I started doing the drain cleaning thing. We just got a percentage of the sale. And I had integrity, and some people do and some people don't. But like, I mean, it's just a different way to pay somebody. To me, it always looked like commission pay was the way to pay somebody when the business didn't want to, like, I looked at it like the business was the only one gaining from that, because when it's slow, they don't pay. And when it's busy, they can't lose, So after, following some podcasts, Tommy Mello is one of them. A couple other guys and books talk about, more of a performance pay. And where I see it differencing is it's a complicated commission structure, really, and one of my friends, Peter, who owns Run the Sewer Rat, which is another local company, he's one of the ones that kind of really got me spurred back into it. And I like the idea of it. And kind of some of the words that he was saying was, the pay, the idea of the pay is there'd be like a base pay, and then there'd be, part of their bonus or part of their performance pay would be based on how well they do, and then based on how well the company does, and then based on like a tech rating score where it's like, hey, you got to have a certain amount of tech rating to get certain bonuses, and make this whole structure to really give people their own control over their lives and their livelihood. And if you thrive, you thrive. If you don't, you're just making by, and eventually we're not going to want you here because you're not thriving. And when you win, we win. And so, like you'd have a tech score rating. Some of the things that hit home that Peter was telling me was like, if you're not doing good notes on a job, if we come by a job and you didn't do good notes, or however we would monitor to that, you'd get docked some points or something, and just something to hold people more accountable, and so they can see what they get and what their possibilities are. And another thing that resonated really well with me is Peter was like, yeah, I don't have to worry about raises anymore. And that was really cool because they don't get a raise. Their raise is, okay, keep working harder and faster, and eventually you'll do another job and you make more money. I raised my prices because of inflation. Now they make more money too, you know?
That's how you get a raise. Do a better job. We can raise our prices, then we all get a raise.
Yeah. So, not to coin Tommy's phrase, but it wasn't until I kind of heard Peter say it and then Tommy talk about it that it is a win-win for the company and the team. Because I do have a strong fear of not taking care of the people. Not that I'm some messiah that needs to hold their hands. That's not what it's about. But like, I feel as an employer, it's part of my job to give them a stability. As long as they're providing their skills and their time, which is what they're giving me. We should be able to provide them with stability. And, so like I worried about going to commission. Like, we had a couple slow weeks there that it was like, what are we going to do? And we kept them busy. They would have been fine, but I just don't want that. And then I also worry about the mindset of, oh my gosh, like now they're going to sell everything and anything and all that. And sometimes that's also where as a business owner, it's like, well, I want them to sell stuff. That's how we make revenue. That's how I make more money. That's how the business grows more. So am I getting in my own way at stopping stuff like that, but, and long story, I always circle back to the fact that like, I'm not trying to build a cash machine right now. I'm trying to build, a thing that's going to be here for a while so that I can work. I'm basically trying to give myself a pretty cool job for the rest of my life, And if I try to rip it out and sell everything I can, I don't know that job would be here. So we just want to be good people helping good people.
Hey, what's up, business nerd? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you learned a heck of a lot watching that episode. Do me a favor, subscribe right down here. And if you really like what you saw, you got more goods right here. Check out this one or check out this one and do this. Go subscribe. Appreciate you. Work smarter, work harder, go earn yourself some pride. Catch you on the next one.